welcome to Centurion Corner, and today we are reviewing the next battle pack that I picked up from the Entertainer for £23. You can't go wrong, and that is the Power Rangers Lightning Collection crossover with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and this time it's Leonardo and Donatello. So we've got the extra heads up here, we've got the 2-year in the middle, and then we got their pictures on the side of the box, looking really nice. So Donatello has got the Mastodon powers, and then Leonardo obviously got the Triceratops to match their blue, and obviously there's not a purple ranger, so they've gone for black down this one. All we can see at the moment is one of Leonardo's swords and a couple of bits of effects up here. So on the sides we've got those pictures, but on the back is the rendering of the actual figures itself, and unfortunately they do look a little bit better than the actual figures itself. But I guess without further ado, let's crack these two bad boys open. So here they are with all their accessories. It looks action packed. Look at all these accessories. We've got the axes over here, we've got double swords, all these extra hands as well, lighting effects and swooshing motions as well, so looking pretty cool. So we just get them out for our first impressions, and we'll start off with Leonardo. And these blister packs are really tight as well. So Leonardo looking really nice and glossy. I love the blue, it's really kind of vibrant as well, it's pretty cool. And I think it might be the same kind of bit like Raphael, to be honest with you. But first we'll get out Donatello before going off for the review. And I know some people love the sound of plastic and others hate it, so there's the best of both worlds for you. But yeah, Donatello looking pretty cool, all in the black Power Ranger outfit. So we're going to go away, put them for their poses, and we see. So yeah, welcome back. Look at all these accessories, absolutely amazing. Got so much here to play with, and definitely worth £22.33. You cannot go wrong. So go out there, go to the Entertainer and buy these guys. They pretty much come with exactly the same accessories, apart from Donatello has actually got like a different version of the axe down here as well. But yeah, so what I'll go and do, rather than going away from each one, I'll review one and we'll look at another, and then we'll look at their thing, because they're literally identical in pretty much most of the ways apart from the actual cosmetics. So they both come with the same set of hands. They both got open sort of like grippy hands on here, so that's what they both have to hold their weapons. But they both come with a closed fist there. Looking pretty cool in the white, got the ribbed parts on those parts, and then obviously with their 2 fingers and thumb with a hinge that goes left and right. And then the other one is kind of like an open palmed and kind of a bit of a gesture one in a way. Pretty cool to have, even if it's kind of like gripping or punching or in a pose, whatever you would like. So again, got the same sort of details on there. And Donatello comes with exactly the same one, so that really takes away quite a lot of the different accessories there as well. We'll start off with Leonardo and go through his ones. So he has 2 swords on his back, and that fit into the nice sheaths that are across here. It does sort of bug me that he comes with 2. I know Leonardo does come with 2 swords, doesn't he? Look at me going back on my nostalgia. So yeah, pretty cool. Got the Triceratops part on there, nice silver blade, and with the blue. And this one has a little bit of pointy sticking up here of the handle. On this one, exactly the same again, but we have a pull on this one here, so we can actually make this into a kind of like a staff, if you would like. And yeah, pretty cool, quite nice to have. It's kind of annoying, isn't it, in a way, because the blue Power Ranger was the intelligent sort of like geeky one, and he had like a bow staff, and that's kind of what Donatello is. But you know, they have to make way for Leonardo on those parts there. So that's his sword on there. He comes with an effect as well, a little bit smaller than what the Power Ranger we had the other day, but it again just fits over with that, and it's in line with the size of the sword and the blade, with a nice translucent plastic. And again, you can use these with any other different figures as you see fit, because it's all bendy, which is really nice. The other accessory he comes with is the Leonardo sort of head on there. I think this is probably the better one out of I've seen so far. It's definitely 100% better than the Raphael that I had the other day. So we can quickly take this off and we'll pop on the Leonardo. I always find that the heads are a bit hard to put on these ones because they sit really low down. But there's Leonardo. Going back again, I don't think the actual form of the actual body suits these heads. They need to be a bit smaller, or these need to be a little bit larger, but obviously if I make them too large, then the helmets look a little bit abnormal as well. So we'll take that off and we'll put Leonardo to the side once we put his helmet back on, and then we'll go through an articulation in a minute. And then the other one is Donatello. So he actually comes with the axe as well, in the more of that normal axe form. This is slightly different as well to the actual Black Power Ranger one. The Black Power Ranger one, this actually could move. It's still a separate piece, but it just doesn't want to go down. Whether or not mine's sort of stuck, I thought it might be clipped in at the top here, but it's not. I've really tried moving it down there. But again, it's quite nice to have. So we actually got the gun version of the axe here, so we can shoot away, which is pretty cool. The other accessory it comes with is the bow staff version of it, and in a nice longer form. It hasn't got the other parts. It is a little bit thinner at the top here, so if you compare the two, you can see the differences in there, and that's actually got a spike at the top, and that spike also acts as a peg, so we can actually put in his kind of windswept kind of part on here, and his effect plugs into that little spike on the top, so it kind of looks like he's swinging his sort of bow staff or axe around at frightening speeds. So we can take that off. We can take out his bow staff as well and swing these right around, and then he actually has a bit on the back here. It's kind of open up. It needs to be a little bit thinner on the inside because it doesn't sit flush at all in there. It kind of needs a little bit gutting out so that can fit in a lot more, but it's quite flimsy, so I don't think I'll do it, and I probably won't be holding it in the back there. But if you want to bring it down just slightly so it actually what he looks like with it in the back. So take that off, we can take his helmet off, and then we can actually put on Donatello's head as well. And again, it looks quite vibrant, it looks quite cartoony compared to the Raphael one we had the other day. I just think I really got a dodgy head for that one, and again, these just literally don't want to fit in. But yeah, there's Donatello, very wide-eyed, very nice. Got the gold on top of the goggles, they can't move. It just looks a bit weird because his bandana goes completely over, a bit like the movie. But to me, it kind of looks like they missed out on the paint part because it's still got that kind of part there. So it looks like it should be. But there we go. I won't be using these heads at all, to be honest. They were just going in the fodder box. But yeah, I think it would definitely look better if he had his green head poking out on the top. But then again, I don't know what the comics look like yet because I haven't got around to reading it. So we take that off and we'll put down Donatello. We'll go back to Leonardo and we'll go through these guys' articulations. So the head can go left, he can go right, got a little bit of swagger in there, he can look up not so far and down not at all really. He has got lower neck movement, but again the lower neck movement is kind of there but adjacent, it doesn't really work, and you always got that extra little hole down there, so you just kind of wish it would either go down a bit deeper or the sculpt of the sort of shoulders was raised up a little bit more as well. Arm-wise, got full rotation that comes around and it comes up way past 90 degrees, which is fantastic. And there is a butterfly joint inside there as well, if you can get the motion to it. Rotation at the upper arm, we've got a double knee elbow joint here, which is pinless, which is cool. Rotation at the wrist, and it's also on the hinge as well. Looking at the actual diaphragm, you've got the movement inside there, but it's also really hindered by the shell and the other shell on the back as well. So you have still got the movement slightly inside there. We also got a rotation down right down here. You can see just inside there, there's a rotation at the waist as well. So you can swivel right around. It does, this bit is all sort of lifted and different to the other side, so it doesn't hinder. And with that extra movement around inside, you can get there. There's not much of that ab crunch in there, although it is built inside. Leg wise, he actually got a drop hip as well, and then he's got rotation at the upper thigh as well, forward, back, up this way as well. He's got a double knee joint that comes right around, right to his bum, rotation at the boot, and he's got a rocker and a pivot as well. Christ, that is a lot of articulation for these guys, although it is very hindered around at the top. But it's a Ninja Turtle, you're going to expect those kind of things. So we can bring these guys up side by side and we can actually go for a comparison together because they literally are the same. The only thing that's different really is obviously this part is sort of mirrored. And then we have got the Mastodon coin in there for his charger, and then we have got the Triceratops here for this one. Other parts is obviously all in black, and the silver and the gold, shall I say, around on the back are all exactly the same, and again down the bottom. But the only difference really is the helmets, So this guy, it's obviously, God, look at the dust here coming from the lights. So yeah, these guys, he's actually got a nice helmet, silver, got the black on the side and with the red eyes as well. And yeah, got the yellow on the top for his eyes, yellow on this side and around the nose. So yeah, pretty cool. So what we do, we're just going to bring in some size comparisons. I'll just leave Leonardo up here. There's no point putting both on the side, and just tilting him forward just slightly, get him to stand. It's the only thing having this shelf, it's very sort of smooth and very glossy. So yeah, with that we can actually bring in a clone trooper of this one here for Commander Fox. Still nice comparison on the side there, 6 inches. Again, with Fortnite Metal Mouth as well. Pretty cool 6 inch on those parts. A G.I. Joe Snake Eyes as well. Again, blends in really well. And then we can also bring in a Marvel Legends. I'm just trying to look around on my desk to see what I've got. And we've got the High Evolutionary, I think his name is. Oh my God, what am I doing? Oh, do you know what? I'm not even going to edit it out. I've got so many to review. I'm just going to literally just do it. So yeah, bringing him in is literally the same sort of high comparison on that one as well, which is pretty cool. So I'm just going to leave it there before I destruct anything else on my desk. So thank you once again. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, which is in the description down below. Ding that bell, like, subscribe, and do all those other little garbage for the YouTube channel. It really is appreciated. So once again, I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.